I had this starter for about 8 months, April, 8 or 9 months, and it worked great for a while. I've just replaced it, but I wanted to make a quick video to share with some of you out there who might be having problems with your starter. I would get in the car and I would turn the key on and I would just get a click. I turn the key on, click. Not a rapid click, not the engine trying to turn over, just click. And I thought, man, it can't be the starter. I just replaced it. So I thought it was the battery. I had a battery in there that kept causing the wires to corrode. So I was having some ignition issues along that line. So I changed the battery and I changed the battery cables. But the starter, after I did all that, it just clicked. So, of course, I checked the ignition switch. That was good. The park neutral switch was fine. So it brought me back to the starter, and I'm thinking, man, I just got this starter. Why is it causing so many problems? And I noticed that this area of the starter was very loose. Did you see this? This post, which is for the ignition switch, was extremely loose. And, I'm not sure. This nut back here I added because I recognized that it was moving, so I tried to stabilize it, but it didn't help it at all. So I think the problem is in this post and somewhere in here inside the solenoid. I just got finished putting the new starter in, and which is an AC Delco starter, and I had to shim that starter, and the car started right up, and it's running good so far. But I also noticed on this starter, I got this starter. This is a Y Global starter. I think that's the name of it. And I also noticed there was a crack right here on the outboard bolt. This was also cracked. So, a little disappointed in this starter because, again, but I guess you get what you pay for. It wasn't that expensive, but in the end, it probably would have made sense just to buy a more expensive starter. But for any of you out there who might be struggling with your starter and experiencing just a click, you might want to check the posts on the starter, and even check the battery post here, because there could be problems with the post here. But this one is really loose. When the AC Delco starter came, I recognized that all three of these were just solid. They were just solid, and both of these were, I think, copper. But and I've got that starter in there now. I can walk you over here to it, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. But yeah, right down in there. So I've got that starter in there now. I'm working on something else on the suspension, but I'm going back here and looking at this starter. If you're having problems with just a click, check your posts. I know there's a lot of other things that you have to troubleshoot, but really check your posts, because it could be right here in the connection. And sometimes I noticed I would just get a click, and then I would go to crank it up again, and the car would crank right up. And it would run for 2, 3, 4 days, five days, a week. And then all of a sudden I get a click. And I think in the end it was probably resistance or something that's happening within this terminal. So I just wanted to make a quick video to help some of you who may be having problems starting your car, and you're dealing with a click sound, just a click. If that's the case, I was getting power from the ignition here, but it wasn't battery power wasn't able to turn the engine over, and now everything's running smooth. So take a look here, and also take a look and make sure that you don't have issues where things are cracking, such as this. All right, I hope this helps someone. And again, I just fixed it myself. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching the videos.